All right, welcome back to another episode of Faith in Home Buying, equipping people of faith for the home buying process. I am your host, Tamika Ellsworth. And remember, you can catch me at 408-561-7922. You can also catch me on Instagram at Tamika Ellsworth, and then also on TikTok. Real estate _T. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about just this market and what I've been speaking on, please reach out, give me a call, send me a text, shoot a DM, do whatever you need to do. But there are alternatives. I had just spoke about different ways in which different buyers can get creative with their offers, from going in and switching the loan from a conventional to an ARM loan, which is great because it'll lower your interest rate a little bit. Or you can come in with the price point that is necessary in the areas that are comparables in order to get the seller to work with you, because now you have less buyers. So therefore your offer might be the only offer that they can work with. And you get creative with that. You ask them to maybe do a credit back, maybe a 2%, credit back, so that you can buy down your rate so that now your payment is palatable. So those are other ways that you can work it out. And, again, I've been in the industry for a while, and so I've seen it all. And these are ways in which you can make it work. But I do have properties that I do want to put out there. And then afterwards, I want to talk about just maybe a couple of loan programs that might help you too, especially new loan programs that have a forgivable equity builder loan attached to it. And they can give you up to about, up to 10% of the purchase price to help with your down payment. And it's something through KFAX. We'll talk about that and I'll give some information. But the homes that I'd like to mention that, are now probably about 2 weeks on the market, which is not a long time. But I want to mention over in Hayward, I have a home that it's super cute, so much light. It's completely open. It is a 4-bedroom. It's a 4-bedroom, kind of 3.5 or so bath home. And I think that's one of my listeners, one of you, is going to be a great fit. And I say that because this particular home, the property info on it, like I said, it's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and it's over 2,000 square feet. The beautiful thing about this one is kind of the location. So it's right off of Mission Street. And Mission Street in Hayward, the Mission Crossing area, is only 2 years old. And my clients are looking to, find the right owner. They have relocated, and it's now something that they definitely want to make sure that it goes to a great family or great people inside the area. But the address, and you can ask me for more information too, but the address is 25353 Park Lane Drive, 25353 Park Lane Drive in Hayward, California. The listing price on that is $899. And, as you see, it's not too shabby of a price point, but, there are other comparables in the area that makes sense. And that's what my seller is looking at. Can't give that information out, but I can tell you that they are motivated in order to sell. And so that is one of my listings. If you are interested, remember, you can hit me up 408-561-7922, to get more details about the property, or maybe you're interested in offering on it. I love to work with someone that's a listener, and, something kind of hits your, strikes your fancy. I'd love to work with you. Another one that I have on that's coming, or actually that's on the market, is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, about 1,900 square feet. And it's in Morgan Hill. Morgan Hill, can't sleep on Morgan Hill. It's been great for a lot of people to gain equity. And Morgan Hill still has some of the best areas around outside of the South San Jose area. But this particular property address is 18530 Monterey Road. It was built in 2014. My clients really love this place. It's just like a miracle story actually getting this home. But now they have also relocated. And if you are interested, this price point is still at $899. So still a great price point. It's still on the market. We will be having some open houses over the weekend as well for both properties. But again, that's 18530 Monterey Road in Morgan Hill. Definitely something that you want to look at. If you can go to my website, you can go to Tamika at tamikaellsworth.com, find out more information and get some pictures. The pictures always tell a great story, but these are homes that I really want to see go into the best hands of a buyer, and we can get creative on how we make that work. And so there's a win-win for both the seller, the listing agent, and then also you, the buyer. And if you are interested in finding out more information, especially about selling in this particular market, give me a call. I'd love to love to discuss strategy, not even just strategy, marketing, on how we can make things work. So yeah, again, that's TamikaEllsworth.com. You can find information there on each of these homes and beautiful pictures. And also you can walk through, there's a 3D Matterport in there as well. You can walk through the home and get to see all of the features of the home, even in the comfort of your own home. So do check it out. The last thing I want to discuss, and real quickly, while we have a few more minutes, is I talked about creativity in writing the offer, but there are assistance programs, new ones, as a matter of fact, that have just come out, and one in particular, Cal HAFA or Cal HFA, Housing Authority. They've come out with many different ones. They've been around for a long time, having different programs. But this particular program, I like it because, they can pay up to 10% down on the home, which is amazing. And not only that, it's a forgivable equity builder loan. So the Cal HFA, that's the California Housing Finance Agency, forgivable equity builder loan. And it's nice because it gives first-time home buyers a head start with immediate equity in their homes via a loan up to 10% of the purchase price of the home. And the loan is forgivable if the borrower, the buyer, continually occupies the home as their primary residence for 5 years. What? So they can give you money in order to get inside of a home. And again, this is one of the efforts that, our administration is doing in order to help jumpstart home buyers in this market. I still hope they do these type of things, but then also lower that interest rate a little bit more, or keep it a little steady to help out my buyers, because ultimately, down payment is one thing in order to get inside of the house, but really you need, you need a pretty decent interest rate too, so that it makes sense for you, right? But the thing that you have to do, you have to meet income limits set by Fannie Mae. So, again, if you want more information, I have many different lenders that can talk to you about more information, or I myself can, and we can kind of dive in to see what those income limits are. But you can also go to the website, calhfa.ca.gov, homebuyer programs, and then forgivable. Also, property requirements, of course, it has to be a single family, 1-unit residence, and maybe some approved condominiums, but they have to be primary unit developments, so like townhouses and such. Manufacturing housing is permitted, believe it or not. And then they do service an issue like tax consequences. Like, I'm not a tax consultant, or I'm not a tax advisor, but because of them giving money, so you do want to talk to your tax person about this particular program, because they usually issue a 1099 and you will have to pay taxes on it. But that's not too bad. In considering that, like on a $900,000 home, you can get $90,000, which is not bad. Interest rates are usually kind of the preferred interest rates that they have, the prevailing interest rates. So you don't really get a break off of that. But there is a home buyer education requirement that you do have to do. You do have to be a first-time home buyer, and usually that's if you haven't bought in like the last 3 years, there is a course that you have to take. So in person or virtual is an education requirement. So not too bad. And then you have to, of course, apply. So there's lenders that you can discuss and talk to, and you have applications that go into CalHFA. You will have to have, let's see here, pay stubs. You will have to have bank statements. Of course, employment history and like previous tax returns. But those are pretty much things you have to have anyway. But you can actually piggyback that off of something, another program, should you be qualified for more than one. So this will give somebody I think probably a jump start to get into the market. And truth be told, any help is great help. And so I would absolutely recommend that looking at the different programs, and our government, they're trying to balance things out, because they know that home ownership is obviously the key to a lot of things. And so I see what they're trying to do. Because with my clients, they were able to actually get on programs and get into homes because of them. So I'm a huge fan. But do note that there are income limits and not everybody can qualify, but it's worth a shot. It's free, right? In order to try to even see. And then maybe during the time you can look at your credit and making sure that your credit is up to par as well. I don't see any credit limits on this, but usually you probably want to stay around the 650 and higher price point, or actually 650 or higher credit range. So there are a lot of things that are going on, believe me. But thinking outside the box and looking at things from an outside perspective, or from a perspective of, this actually can happen. Might have to do a little bit more legwork, might have to have a little patience, but it is possible. So hopefully you got some nice information there, some information that can help carry you. Again, until we meet again, I hopefully have more information that I can share with you on loan programs and getting into homes and being creative. But until then, I'll see you soon. This is Tamika Ellsworth with Faith in Home Buying, equipping people of faith for the home buying process. Thank you so much.